And if you would, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sandy, could we have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Shippers.
Here.
Spolman. Ingalls.
Here.
King.
Here.
Mayor Folkins.
Here. And
I will make a motion to approve, or do we have any changes?
they're just as amended.
Just the one? So I will make a motion to approve the agenda as amended, to add a resolution of intent to designate a neighborhood enterprise zone as item 6-B under adoption of ordinances and resolutions.
Support.
Councilmember Spolman. Ingalls.
Yes.
King.
Yes.
Shippers.
Yes.
Mayor Folkins.
Yes, motion carries. This time, we'll open the floor for public comment. Seeing no one, we'll close public comment and move to the approval of the consent agenda. This evening, we do have the minutes from the regular meeting that was held on March 4th.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Councilmember Ingalls.
Yes.
King.
Yes.
Shippers.
Yes.
Spolman. Mayor Folkins.
Yes, motion carries. And with that, it takes us to a couple of communications this evening.
Yes, we have a request to display a banner from April 8th to April 15th, 2019 for National Library Week.
I'll make a motion to approve the display of a banner from April 8th to April 15th for National Library Week. Support.
Councilmember King.
Yes.
Shippers.
Yes.
Spolman. Ingalls.
Yes.
Mayor Folkins.
Yes, motion carries.
The request for the closure of Lake Street between Harris and Cass from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on April 13, 2019 for the Cadillac JC's Easter egg hunt.
I'll make that motion to approve the closure of Lake Street between Harris and Cass from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on April 13th, 2019 for the Cadillac JC's Easter egg hunt that lasts about 2.5 minutes.
Support.
Councilmember Shippers.
Yes.
Spolman. Ingalls.
Yes.
King.
Yes.
Mayor Folkins.
Yes, motion carries. And we do have somebody from the J.C.'s here tonight. Are you guys doing anything new this year, or if you want to come up?
It'll be the same as usual with the fire trucks and all that, and then stuffing the goodie bags, which we've been out and collecting donations. And so, yeah, literally 2 minutes of egg hunt, and then
After all that work.
Yep. So, but it's
Kids
always
love
fun.
it. Good. Well, thank you for being
Yes.
here.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, and then that moves us to the city manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor, members of the City Council. Just a few items under the manager's report today. First item is a recommendation regarding road salt for 2019 and 2020. The city in past years has participated in the Michigan Deal Program, or the My Deal Program. Under this program, the state competitively bids out for road salt. Depending upon the annual bid award, our costs are expected to be approximately $150,000, which equates to about $75 a ton. And we do anticipate needing about 2,000 tons of salt. The recommended action this evening is to, once again, participate in the My Deal competitive bidding process to acquire the salt that we need for our roads.
I'll go ahead and make the motion to authorize the city to participate in the My Deal competitive bidding process and approve the commitment to purchase up to 2,000 tons of seasonal road salt through the resulting state of Michigan contract at the unit cost bid approved by the state of Michigan.
Support.
Councilmember Spolman. Ingalls.
Yes.
King.
Yes.
Shippers.
Yes.
Mayor Folkins.
Yes, motion carries.
Thank you, Mayor and members of the City Council. The next item is a recommendation regarding a 2019 server replacement project. As many of you may know, the city utilizes IT Right as our information technology consultants. The current fiscal year budget, our 2019 annual operating budget, does include an appropriation of $50,000 to replace what we consider to be our core servers and related network hardware. The servers initially were purchased and installed in 2013 by IT Right at a cost of $55,297 with an expected useful life of 5 years. The equipment is now 6 years old and is definitely ready to be replaced accordingly. We would like to continue to use IT Right to acquire and do the install of the servers. We believe that that makes the most sense given the nature of this equipment, and are hereby requesting a waiver of competitive bidding, an award of contract of $28,746 to IT Right to acquire and install the servers that we need. Funds are available in our Information Technology Fund, and our Director of Finance can provide some specifics if you have questions regarding the nature of these servers and the recommendation. So.
I'll make a motion to waive competitive bidding regarding the 2019 server replacement project.
Support.
Councilmember Ingalls?
Yes.
King?
Yes.
Shippers?
Yes.
Spelman. Mayor Folkins?
Yes. Motion carries.
Now I'll make a motion to award the 2019 server replacement project to IT Right in the amount of $28,746.
Support.
Councilmember King?
Yes.
Shippers?
Yes.
Spelman. Ingalls?
Yes.
Mayor Folkins?
Yes. Motion carries.
Thank you, Mayor, members of the City Council. Under adoption of ordinances and resolutions this evening, there is one regarding a resolution to support the Finally Fix the Roads Coalition. In brief, I have been a part of the coalition, generally speaking, over the last 6 months or so, as the coalition has now expanded beyond Macomb County, where it originated from. This is a coalition that's comprised of city managers and township supervisors and county administrators, folks that are nonpartisan in nature, but are rather folks that are involved in the maintenance and operations of municipalities, such as managers, that are trying to help spread the message to our legislative body in Lansing that we need to come up with a reasonable solution to provide greater appropriations towards helping fix our roads. The resolution that's in your packet essentially formalizes that position, that there is a need for the roads to be fixed, and is supportive in nature to the managers across the state that are getting involved in this process in a non-political way. Cadillac happened to also be host to a Finally Fix the Roads Coalition event that took place last summer. Media did attend, I believe. Rick Charmley from the Cadillac News actually did a good story on it. Sorry, you were not there, nor was Chris. And additionally, I was part of a panel that spoke about this issue to many managers across the state at the most recent Winter Institute of the Michigan Municipal Executives Group. Now that we are a little more formal and we have a model resolution that's being circulated, I thought I would bring it forward to our council for their consideration.
I'll go ahead and make the motion to adopt the resolution to support the Finally Fix the Roads Coalition.
Support.
Councilmember Shippers?
Yes.
Spelman. Ingalls?
Yes.
King?
Yes.
Mayor Folkins?
Yes. Motion carries.
Thank you, Mayor and members of the City Council. This last item is a request to adopt a resolution of intent to designate a neighborhood enterprise zone and to set a public hearing for April 15th, 2019 accordingly. This is an incentive tool that we have at our disposal, is granted to us through the state of Michigan to use for projects that qualify, such as the Cadillac Lofts development. This is a tool that is an abatement tool, very similar to how we utilize the industrial facilities tax abatement tool. This would abate taxes up to a certain percentage for 12 years. The request this evening is to establish the public hearing for April 15th accordingly. That would get this in motion. It's important to note that the actual construction of the building legally cannot commence until this is approved, assuming that it'll get approved. Unlike when we do industrial facilities tax abatement, that is not the case. They're actually able to have already had their improvements in place if they wanted to within a certain reasonable period of time, usually 6 months. So this is very important from a timing perspective that we get this incentive moving along accordingly. As an aside, there is another incentive that we're also working on bringing forward, which is a commercial district, which is another type of abatement that we're looking at putting on this site as well. This abatement that we're talking about tonight would cover floors 2, 3, and 4 that are residential in nature, whereas the commercial abatement that we're looking at doing would cover the first floor, which is obviously commercial in nature. All of these local incentives go hand in hand with the federal and state incentives that are also being applied to the project.
I'll go ahead and make the motion to adopt the resolution of intent to designate a neighborhood enterprise zone and set a public hearing for April 15, 2019.
Support.
Councilmember Spelman. Ingalls.
Yes.
King.
Yes.
Shippers. Mayor
Yes.
Folkins.
Yes, motion carries. Since we don't have anybody from the public here this evening, we'll scoot past public comments. Does anyone have anything for good of the order?
I do. I wanted to mention that we had a really good Cadillac Brownfield Redevelopment Authority meeting earlier this afternoon. We are going to be looking at bringing forward to the City Council a request to set a public hearing regarding a brownfield plan for the Cadillac Lofts development project. That request will likely come at the council's next meeting, and a public hearing would then be set up for also April 15th on that project for that tool. Also, as I think most of the public notices, the a couple of buildings that were on site, the old former grocery store and a former insurance building, have been demolished. The gazebo, or the clock tower, I think it goes by many names, that was on the corner of Cass and Mitchell Street, has also been relocated at the cost of the developer. There was a local, not a local match per se, but there was some local investment by the developer to relocate that facility that's currently safely being stored at our Public Works garage. Redeployment of that amenity will happen at some point in the future. May perhaps happen at the trailhead, as we've talked in the past, or at other locations as well. So, but it's safe, it's sound, it hasn't been like hit with the wrecker and then landfilled. It's been meticulously disassembled and is now in storage over at our Public Works facility. So,
Awaiting resurrection.
yes.
Can you also talk about the patch that we got in the roads?
Yes, sure. So, as I am sure most of the public recognizes, Cadillac was not spared the torrent from the weather that hit us about a week or so ago, while we were already dealing with certain areas that had experienced some big or bad potholes. Over the course of about 72 hours, there were other areas in town Carmel Street, Chestnut Street, and a few others to mention that look like, bombs went off. There is about 50 tons of additional patch that we've put on order. I believe we'll have it in shortly that we'll be using to temporarily fill the holes. There is not a whole lot that we or any other municipality can do until the asphalt plants open, and that doesn't happen until later in the spring. And then once they do open, it really, again, is somewhat of a temporary fix until we're able to get in with a more long-term solution. I know in regards to Chestnut Street, we have already looked at pinpointing reconstruction of that street as a part of a grant. And that grant is a year or two out,
2022.
2022.
We're
So,
gonna have to Band-Aid it for sure for a couple of years.
right.
So drive carefully.
Right, drive carefully.
Don't drive through puddles. It may not just be a puddle.
Right, it may be very deep. I personally hit one myself, and I jumped out of the seat. I mean, the impact, so, yeah.
Okay, anyone else? If not, we have to go into closed session this evening, if someone would make that motion.
I'll go ahead and make the motion to adjourn to closed session to consult with the city attorney regarding trial or settlement strategy in connection with Wexford County Circuit Court Consolidated Case Numbers 13-24803-CH and 17-27610-CZ. Terry D. LLC et al. Versus Clam Lake Township and Herring Charter Township versus City of Cadillac and Hop Family LLC and City of Cadillac versus Herring Charter Township and Clam Lake Township, and Heidi Hodak as next friend of John Doe, a minor, versus City of Cadillac and Thomas Wade. Wexford County Circuit Case Number 18-28116-NO. I'd ask to invite Jeff Dietland, Director of Utilities, and Adam Objekta, Director of Public Safety accordingly. Did I get your name right? Yeah. Objekta? Okay.
Support.
Councilmember Ingalls?
Yes.
King?
Yes.
Shippers?
Yes?
Spelman? Mayor Folkins?
Yes, motion carries.
I should have just said Adam.
For the first time, you have to read it.
Thank you.
Support.
Councilmember King?
Yes.
Shippers?
Yes.
Spelman? Ingalls?
Yes.
Mayor Folkins?
Yes, motion carries. With that, we'll adjourn the meeting.
Okay, doke.
Enjoy the conference.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
learn
you.
some
Yeah.
new stuff to bring back.